Welcome to our weekly video blog, Tim Weigel, New York State IPM program. I am actually the lead for the extension portion of the Efficient Vineyard SCRI project, and with me today is Jackie Dresser, who is the new research technician who just came on board a little bit ago with the program. She's working on the research side of the Efficient Vineyard project. And she's been doing a lot with Canopy Mapping and that portion of the program, along with a lot of other things. And I just was wondering, Jackie, if we could get you to tell us, I'm a grower, you're talking about Canopy Mapping. Why, as a grower, would I want to map?
Well, I think most growers really understand where problem areas are, or at least that they have them in the vineyard. What they may not be able to quantify is exactly where they are in space, how big they are, how many acres they represent, and what the variation is between, maybe low and high vigor areas in the vineyard. The other nice thing about a map is that it allows you to keep records. So as you change management in a vineyard, you can see over the course of a few years how those management effects are actually taking hold in the vineyard.
Cool. All right. And you've worked with the researchers and the extension components of the Efficient Vineyard team, and you've come up with a protocol for getting started with Canopy Mapping. Could you briefly explain to us what all is involved if I wanted to get involved with that?
Well, I think it's easy, especially, if you spend any time on the Efficient Vineyard website, it can be easy to be intimidated by all the technology and the sensors and the data processing and everything that's happening. So my objective with this protocol was to really make it approachable to anyone who wants to just, crack open the door to this technology and see what it can do for them. So essentially, really what you want to start with is to get a scan done. And the sensors that we're using, essentially what they're doing is they're measuring red reflectance off a green material. So it appears green because it's absorbing green light and reflecting the opposite side of the color wheel, red light. So by measuring the level of red reflectance, we can tell you how much green is in a given area. So we attach these sensors with that capability to anything tractor, gator that will go through the vineyard, and this can happen during normal vineyard operations. And basically, you go through your vineyard, and this sensor is taking a measurement once every second, giving us a pretty dense data set, and it's tied in with GPS. So taking those two things together, we can do some data processing. If you want more on that, go to podcasts 9 and 10 with Rhiannon and Terry. They'll talk to you a lot about the data processing.
So really, if I'm a grower and I'm going to go spray my vineyard, all I have to do is have that sensor on my tractor, and there's no extra work involved?
Not for the grower, and really what we're trying to do is like I said, make it approachable. So you don't need to buy your own sensors right out of the gate, and no one would really expect you to do that without seeing what they can do for you first. So just contact us, either go to the Efficient Vineyard website, which is efficientvineyard.com, or to the LERGP.com website, and just give us a call. And what you can do is set up a site visit. We will bring our sensors out, install them for you, so that we make sure that the configuration is on point. And then from there, you just go do your scan, and when you're done, just give us the data chip. We'll do the processing for you, and then you can come in and talk to us when we get a map for you, and we'll talk to Tim. Yeah. And Tim will help you determine how best to go out and scout and what you might be looking for. So what are some of those things they might be looking for in the vineyard?
Yeah, that we've found this very helpful, the maps with our grape rootworm project, that we're able to focus in on areas that have weaker canopy growth and say, this is where we're going to start scouting for grape rootworm. So
great. So you can use that map just as a way to know where to scout, how much to scout, what to look for. And then once you know what's driving these problem areas, what's causing these problems, you can come back in, meet with Extension again, and we'll try to help you develop a management plan to mitigate those issues.
All right. So if you're interested, contact Jackie, contact myself, go to the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program website or the efficientvineyard.com, and we hope to be hearing from you.